1 condition, the rare version is an uncirculated or proof-like. Condition, no scratches, dents, or signs of wear. 2. Design anomalies. Look for doubling in the letters or design details, especially around Republika and Pilipinas and Jose Rizal's name. 3. Die rotation. Flip the coin vertically. If the backside is misaligned, not upright, it might be a rotated die error. 4. Unusual luster. The rare coin has an unusual mirror-like shine, much brighter than typical circulated coins. 5. Weight and sound test. Rare specimens may have slight weight differences or produce a different ring when dropped on a hard surface, a result of being struck on a different metal blank. If you believe you have such a coin, never clean it. Instead, get it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or. This story is more than just a tale of money. It represents a growing trend, the rise of interest in Philippine coinage worldwide. As collectors seek rare Asian and Southeast Asian coins, values have surged, especially for those with historical errors or limited mintage. The 2071 Piso coin is now a symbol of how a humble piece of currency, used to buy jeepney rides or street food, can hold immense historical and monetary value. Collectors from the US, Japan, Canada, and the Middle East are now actively seeking such coins, pushing prices higher with every auction. This isn't just a story about metal. It's a reminder that history hides in plain sight, in your drawer, in your wallet, in the spare change lying under your car seat. The 207 1 Piso coin from the Philippines might seem ordinary at first glance, with its nickel-plated steel finish and the iconic image of Jose Rizal, the national hero. Millions of these coins were minted for everyday use, making them a common sight in wallets, stores, and jeepney fares across the country. But hidden among these countless coins is a mysterious version that has shocked collectors by reaching a jaw-dropping value of $99,000. What makes this coin so valuable isn't just age or rarity. It's the presence of rare minting errors and the possibility of a proof-like strike, never meant to enter circulation. Some versions of the 2007 coin display doubling in the text, misaligned dies, or are struck on the wrong planchet altogether. The most valuable specimen discovered had a mirror-like surface, unusually sharp features, and showed all the signs of being a presentation or test strike, a coin that somehow slipped into the public's hands by accident. This particular coin caused a sensation when it sold in 2024 for nearly $99,000 in a private auction. The Beer, a well-known Southeast Asian collector, made the purchase through a Singapore-based numismatic firm. The coin was graded by a top-tier agency and placed in a protective case, further confirming its rarity and exceptional condition. The sale made headlines in the numismatic world and triggered a nationwide coin hunt across the Philippines. Do you have a 2 Piso coin from 1980 for hiding somewhere in your drawers or coin jars? What if I told you that this ordinary-looking coin might be worth up to $90,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. A simple coin used daily in the Philippines during the 1980s has now become a rare treasure in the world of numismatics. But what makes this coin so valuable? Is it the metal, the design, or perhaps a mysterious error? Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the 1980 for Philippine 2 Piso coin and explore why collectors around the world are ready to pay a fortune for a single piece. In the early 1980s, the Philippines was undergoing political and economic transformation. The Central Bank of the Philippines was actively modernizing its currency system, replacing old denominations and materials. Among the key coins minted during this era was the 2 Piso coin, introduced as part of the Flora and Fauna series in 1983 and continued through 1984. The 2 Piso coin of 1984 was struck in copper nickel, had a diameter of 31 millimeters, and weighed 15 grams. It bore the portrait of Andres Bonifacio, a revolutionary hero and founder of the Katipunan movement, on the obverse side. His fierce and defiant expression perfectly symbolized the spirit of independence. The reverse side of the coin proudly displayed the Philippine coat of arms along with the denomination and year. But among the millions of coins minted, some stood out and not because they looked different, but because of rarity, condition, and certain unexpected errors. At face value, the coin seems ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, value is driven by scarcity, demand, condition, and sometimes mistakes. The 1984 Pisa coin checks several of these boxes. First, the number of coins minted that year was limited compared to other years. That makes even regular specimens from 1984 somewhat harder to find. But more importantly, coins that have survived in mint state condition, that is, coins that have never been used, are scratch-free, and retain their original luster are exceptionally rare. Then comes the mystery of mint errors. Some 1984 coins were accidentally struck off-center, had double dies, or contained subtle engraving anomalies that went unnoticed during production. These flaws, instead of lowering the coin's value, skyrocketed their worth in collector circles. One such piece, confirmed with a double die obverse and near-perfect condition, fetched nearly $90,000 at a private auction. Numismatists, or coin collectors, from Europe, the US, and Asia are always on the lookout for rare Philippine coins. Why? Because the Philippines has a rich colonial and post-colonial coinage history that is both diverse and artistic. The Tupisa 1984 is particularly prized because it sits at the crossroads of history and rarity. It's not ancient, but it's not modern either. It reflects a time when coins still held symbolic meaning and detailed engraving. And here's the exciting part: this coin could be hiding in your change jar, inside an old wallet, or tucked away in a forgotten coin purse. You don't need to be a numismatist to appreciate the thrill of finding a high-value coin in the most unexpected place. Start by examining the coin under good lighting. Check the alignment, inspect for doubling of letters or numbers, feel the surface for inconsistencies, and look at the edge for unusual milling patterns. If the coin appears flawless or exhibits any irregularity, you might be onto something. Then, compare your coin with verified listings on trusted auction platforms or numismatic communities. Look at the realized sale prices, not just asking prices. Some coins may be listed for $1,000, but actually sell for $100. Others may go above expectations due to bidding wars or rare demand spikes. Professional grading is also an option. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which adds legitimacy and boosts its resale value significantly. A certified MS65 2006 10 Pisa with a rare error can fetch premium prices in the international collector's market. Now let's talk numbers. In 2024, some verified auctions showed error coins from the 2006 batch selling between $450 to $980, depending on their uniqueness and certification. Even well-preserved standard coins have touched the $100 mark, especially in coin fairs and online platforms catering to Southeast Asian currency collectors. But beyond the price tag, this coin holds cultural and historical value. It represents the bravery and intellect of Filipino revolutionaries, the evolution of the nation's currency, and the artistry of modern minting. Every line on Bonifacio's face, every detail in Mabini's calm posture tells a story of resistance and wisdom. This is more than currency, it's heritage in metal form. And just imagine the story of a coin that traveled through hands, wallets, and decades, now finding its place not only in a collector's album, but also in the pages of Philippine history and the hearts of coin lovers worldwide. The 20610 peso coin from the Philippines might seem like a common piece of change, but for collectors, it's a potential treasure. This bimetallic coin features two Filipino heroes, Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini, symbolizing the power of revolution and intellect. With its distinctive two-tone design and historical significance, the coin attracts attention not just locally, but from numismatists around the world. What makes the 2006 version truly special is the existence of rare minting errors and uncirculated examples. Coins with off-center strikes, misaligned rings, or double die impressions have been reported to sell for $100 to $1,000, depending on rarity and condition. Even regular coins in flawless mint state condition, especially those certified by grading services, can command high values due to demand from BSP series collectors.